Alright. Day 1.
Let me tell you a story about how we got together to do some planning, did some shopping, dehydrated some food, drove up to Launceston, packed our bags, did some final planning, got up early, got into a van, collected our passes, and got to Cradle Mountain National Park. This is the story of how Eugene, Jeanette, Wei Han, Ria, and me, Basyar, went on the Overland Track.
Day 1, let's go! And thus we begin the Overland Track. So the Overland Track is the most popular track in Tasmania. We're gonna do the Overland Track in 7 days. We plan to climb most of the mountains that we come across. I do not know how long we're gonna walk, but by the time I edit this video, we would have known. So I'll place our total distance right here. It looks like a very nice start to the Overland Track.
So, just when we completed like quite a steep incline, there's still a lot more to go. See that? Tiny humans going up and down. We're going up there. Huge ass packs.
Alright, finally ascended to the top of Marion's lookout, which is most of the ascent that we're doing today. We have Cradle Mountain behind me. We've gone past Kitchener's Hut and the view is getting nicer and nicer.
Hey, Marion. Hey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, man. This is Waterfall Valley. Welcome. Hi, sweet. If there's anything you want to know, just let me know. Okay.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.
Day 1 done.
And with that, we unpacked, had some dinner, and retired for the night.
Morning. Day 2. Oh shit! And with that spirit, we begin day 2. So day 2's plan is to get up there through the clouds. We're gonna go that way to get up there. Of course that makes sense. To that side is Cradle Mountain, and to that side, that's Bluff. This is the fork in the route. Bluff, 3 hours return. Alright, so we're gonna start boulder scrambling now. Climbing up rocks, and usually we require all 4 limbs.
So along the way, up a mountain, if there aren't any guiding poles to guide you along, hikers stack up rocks to show each other the way. Pop! Basyar! And Basyar taught me this.
So we are on Bluff. This is the view right now. We're trying to summit Bluff, but there's no route, and we've been scrambling for quite a while. The heck, we still got a bit more height to go. It's getting a bit dodgy. It's quite scary.
But with a bit more effort, some perseverance, and a helping hand, we finally managed to conquer the mountain.
Alright, so we're at the top of Bluff. It was quite a journey to get up here. I was legit scared. We're being rewarded with a wonderful view around us.
Let's go.
From
So
the
that
time
was
we
it.
left or from the
Bluff, we managed to conquer it. Can appreciate it a lot more now. Yeah, like it's really quite a difficult mountain to climb. Alright, so we finished our lunch, packed our bags. We just left Waterfalls Valley Hut. Now we're heading to Windermere Hut, which is about 8 kilometers away. Yeah. What happened here?
So I was trying to put on my shoes. I thought, my socks, like, okay lah, never mind, I just powder, right? Then I put my foot inside my shoe, and then there was something inside. So then I shook it, and look what was there.
Alright, so we are starting day 3 today. Day 3 is just 17 kilometers of hiking. There are no side tracks to do actually today. So we're just covering land today.
It's not just 17 km.
Our walk to Pelion Hut was made interesting when we found ourselves walking through clouds. But before we knew it, it started to rain.
Super excited to reach the hut, right, Basha?
Yeah man, I can't wait to sit inside dry area.
Yeah.
Day 3 was a 17 kilometer walk. Today was a bit challenging because of the distance with our full backpacks and because of the weather. It was raining throughout today. Some parts of the track was flooded. We tried our best, but most of our shoes are wet. We couldn't avoid walking through. Well, we're finally here at Pelion Hut.
After a long day of walking through rain, we wasted no time in filling our bellies with some warm food.
How's your dinner, Wehan?
Really delicious. It exceeded my expectations.
Well, what's your dinner tonight?
It's honey soy chicken with a side of white rice. Fluffiest I've ever tasted.
After we had our dinner, the weather got a bit better, so everybody went out to enjoy the view that we could get from the new Pelion Hut. It was a nice reward after a tiring day and trying to remain positive with the rain pouring down on our backs. Right, Ria?
Yes, absolutely right. Okay.
Alright, hi, morning. As you can see, it's quite foggy. Our view from the hut is very much different from what we saw last evening. And it's now time for breakfast. Alright, so we've started day 4. Day 4 is us moving from Pelion Hut to Mt Ossa. Today's Overland Track portion will be 8 kilometers, 4 kilometers of ascent and 4 kilometers of descent. At the midway point, we will come across a junction to Mt Ossa. We're hoping to be able to climb Mt Ossa, which is the highest peak in Tasmania.
So we're now at
Pelion Gap.
and this is where everybody leaves their big pack.
We're gonna have a short break before
We're gonna head up to Mt Ossa, which is somewhere over there.
Mt Ossa is behind us. No way, no way. The thing about climbing and scrambling is don't look back.
And this is the part that we walk out the ice. Everybody's slipping. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. And this is Basha slipping. Why do you choose to start the ice early? Everybody starts from like this point. But this hero trying to start earlier.
I have much regret doing this.
point in Tasmania! Woo!
We're gonna have lunch up here. Watching Wei Han blow his nose.
So we're descending Mount Ossa right now and it has just started to rain. So it's kind of good that we're actually done hiking it and now we're going down. Yep, there he is. Basyar lagging behind, but he's taking videos. So I guess it's okay. One camera! Oh my god! We've collected our packs at Pelion Gap and now we are off to Kia Ora Hut. It's about 4 clicks away and judging by our speed so far, we're going to take about 2 hours. Check out the... Yeah, basically everyone is hanging their stuff.
I've never seen my feet this pale. I was telling them this is not an Indian's food.
And as you can see, there's not a lot of space, huh? Beef soup.
This is what I look forward to every freaking day.
Since the hut was too crowded for us to film that night, Wei Han will show us what the hut looked like the next morning.
Where are we?
We are at Kia Ora Hut.
Cool.
Where it's small, it's cozy, and it's very cramped.
Alright, so we started day 5. Today is a 10-kilometer hike on Overland Track. We are moving from, what was our hut? Kia Ora to, where are we going? Bert Nichols hut. We have a side track of Waterfalls. So yeah, today day 5, 10 kilometers. Alright, so we put our bags down at the junction and now we're making our way down to what? The Alton Falls and Ferguson's Falls.
This is the Alton Falls! Got lost for a bit after our lunch break and visiting the 2 waterfalls. But now we're back where we started, at the junction. So we're going to follow the arrows this time.
We are blind.
Yeah, we are.
We need the arrow.
We're not going to be blind anymore though. And alas, after 9.6 km, we are here, Windy Ridge.
We finally reached Bert Nichols hut and my butt is so sore, man.
So this is Bert Nichols hut. It's pretty fancy, pretty spacious. We're gonna put all our stuff. And it's our second last night.
So we have this kind gentleman here who is a guide for a tour group, and they cook food for the tour group, and whenever they have extras he'll come over to our hut and give it out. How is this, Rehan? The free food?
This is amazing. I love bush food.
We just had dinner. We're waiting for rain to stop so they can wash our dishes. And now we are just setting up our sleeping quarters. Today all 5 of us will be sleeping in a row. Sorry, Rehan, could you look at me again? All 5 of us will be sleeping in a row. This is a luxury that we're gonna enjoy today before our next campsite tomorrow, which will be quite old.
Not free, but well.
Oh, they're upstairs. Alright, so we have begun day 6. Day 6 is moving from Bert Nichols' hut to Narcissus' hut first, and then we're hoping to be able to reach Echo Point before it's too late. This will be our last night. So yeah, so now the aim is to get to Echo Point, which is about 15 kilometers today. So we came across this bridge. We think it's Narcissus Bridge. It's quite an exciting change to the terrain that we've been walking.
So now we stopped at Narcissus' hut and we're gonna have our lunch. Fun fact, first thing I had this, I didn't know it was kangaroo meat. I tried kangaroo meat.
Mine is beef. Don't worry, mom. It's halal.
After 7.5 hours and 15 clicks later,
Welcome to Echo Point. At long last.
Are you gonna set the cam?
It's beautiful. Yeah, it took us a bit longer than I expected, but I'm quite glad that we finally reached here.
We were supposed to reach at 3, it is now 4.
yeah, it was super tiring.
And we are going swimming.
Yes, we're going swimming!
And right now we are in Echo Point Hut. As you can see, this hut is very much different from the other huts. In fact, it is the exact opposite of the last hut we stayed in.
To be honest, this is what real huts actually should look like.
So finally on the last nightmare, you're
Creating the real hut.
Final night dinner!
Alright, it is now night time, and the 5 of us are the only ones in this hut. So it's getting quite cozy. It's now time to sleep. Alright, what day is it, guys? I was going for day 7.
Come on guys, let's go.
Alright, so this is day 7, our last day. We're now at Echo Point. There's a jetty here. We decided to wake up earlier today to finally catch a sunrise in Cradle, Moutain-Lake and Clair National Park.
We decided to have breakfast out on the jetty while enjoying the wonderful warmth of the beautiful sunrise.
Alright, and we begin day 7 of the Overland Track. Today is the last day, the final stretch, the bittersweet ending. Today we're just walking 10 kilometers from Echo Point Hut to Cynthia Bay. With dry shoes. The sun actually managed to dry out our shoes. Hey. We are approaching the final moments of the Overland Track. It's been 80 kilometers, over 80 kilometers over the past 7 days and 6 nights. We've gone through all kinds of weather, from sunny day, actually today is only sunny day. We've gone through heaps of rain, we've climbed mountains, we've crossed marshlands, we've walked under trees, we've walked through mud. It's been a liberating experience. So we are finally here at the end of the Overland Track.
Let me tell you a story. A story of perseverance, inspiration, and friendship. The story of how 5 of us came together looking for an adventure and left with memories to last us a lifetime. This was the story of how Eugene, Jeanette, Wei-Han, Ria, and me, Basyar, went on the Overland Track.
Alright guys, we're done at Overland. Yay!